sure miss you guys and seeing your sweet faces at church.
We hope you guys are enjoying the time with your family, and we've been praying for you guys, and we hope that as Easter comes up, you have a great, fun Easter together.
Happy Easter!
Happy Easter!
Good morning, TCC Kids. It's Miss Liz.
And Mr. Kent.
We wanted to tell you how much we miss you, we love you, and can't wait to be back with you soon. Guess what day it is? It's Easter. So Miss Liz made a little craft. Jesus came to earth as a baby.
Jesus lived a perfect life.
Jesus died on the cross for our sins.
Jesus arose from the grave. Happy Easter, kids. Miss Liz, is it time for a snack?
Happy Easter! I love and I miss you guys, and I can't wait to see you back at church.
Hey TCC Kids, Austin here, and today is a day to celebrate. But what are we celebrating? Well, let's take a look at what Matthew has to say. But the angel said to the women, "Do not be afraid, for I know that you seek Jesus who was crucified. He is not here, for he has risen, as he said." And that's exactly what we're celebrating, Jesus Christ who has risen from the dead. Yes, he died on the cross in our place, but he conquered sin and death and rose from the dead. And that is a beautiful thing for us to celebrate. And I really hope that this past week that you have enjoyed your Holy Week devotionals as you've done the devotions and the activities with your family as we continue to celebrate Jesus Christ and what he has done. Let's continue to learn more about why we are celebrating.
It's Easter, everyone, and that means it's time to celebrate. And what does every good celebration need? What's this? A cupcake! I have one right here. All right, Ellie, will you sing with me? Happy Easter, everyone. Happy Easter, everyone. Jesus died and rose again. Happy Easter, everyone. All right, let's blow it out. Ready? Oh my goodness, you did such a good job blowing it out. Now wait a minute, what's happening here? Oh my goodness, what happened? It came back up again. All right, try blowing it out again. Oh wow, good job, Ellie. I think I see what's happening. It came back on. Guys, no matter what we do, we can't get the light to go out. You know, this reminds me a lot of Jesus. When he died on the cross, a lot of people thought that the light of Christ had gone out forever. But guess what? He rose from the dead. He came back to life, kind of like this candle. There was nothing that man or Satan could ever do to put the light of Christ out forever. Now let's watch our Gospel Project video.
Jesus came with his disciples to Gethsemane. He prayed to God, "Father, if it is possible, take this suffering away from me, but only if it is part of your plan." While Jesus prayed, the disciples fell asleep. Jesus said, "Get up, it is almost time." Suddenly Jesus arrived with a large crowd. Judas kissed Jesus so the crowd would know who Jesus was. The crowd grabbed Jesus and arrested him. Peter tried to stop the men, but Jesus told Peter not to. Jesus' followers ran away, but Peter stayed nearby. 3 times, people asked Peter if he was a follower of Jesus. "No, I'm not," Peter said.
Jesus was led to the high priest. The high priest asked, "Are you the Messiah, the Son of God?" Jesus replied, "Yes, that's right." The high priest said, "Aha, he has spoken against God. He deserves to die." The religious leaders did not want to believe Jesus was God's son. When the morning came, the religious leaders led Jesus to Pilate, the governor. "Are you the king of the Jews?" Pilate asked. "Yes, that's right," Jesus replied.
"What should I do with Jesus?" Pilate asked the crowd. "Crucify him," they answered. The governor's soldiers put a scarlet robe on Jesus. They made a crown of thorns and put it on his head. Then they mocked him, beat him, and led him away to be killed. the soldiers nailed Jesus to a cross. They put a sign above his head that said, "This is Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews." 2 criminals were crucified next to him. Darkness covered the land. Then Jesus cried out, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Jesus shouted again, and with a loud voice, he died. Suddenly, the curtain in the temple sanctuary split in two from top to bottom, and there was an earthquake. One of the men guarding Jesus' body said, "This man really was God's son." Jesus was buried in a tomb. A stone was sealed in front of the tomb so that no one could steal Jesus' body.
On the third day, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to the tomb. Suddenly, there was an earthquake. An angel of the Lord rolled back the stone and sat on it. The guards were so afraid that they fainted. The angel spoke to the women, "Don't be afraid. Jesus is not here. He has been resurrected, just like he said he would." The women ran to tell the disciples the good news. Just then, Jesus met them. "Good morning," he said. The women worshiped him. "Don't be afraid," Jesus told them. "Go tell my disciples to meet me in Galilee. They will see me there."
The crucifixion and resurrection of Jesus is the center of the gospel. We deserve to die because of our sin, but Jesus died in our place. He was the blood sacrifice made once and for all for the forgiveness of sin. God was pleased with Jesus' sacrifice and raised Jesus from the dead to reign as king over all creation. We are forgiven only through Jesus.
Hey everyone, happy Easter. We are praying that your family has a sweet time today celebrating what Jesus did for us. Jesus is alive, and it is the best news we have ever been given. He died on the cross and rose again for us, and I want you to be as loud as you can so your neighbors can hear you, saying, "Jesus is alive." We're gonna say it on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Jesus is alive. Now, with your families, we're gonna ask you to spend some special time praying about the greatest gift we have ever received. We love you and we miss you. We hope you're doing well.
Hey kids, it's Becca Kinney. I sure miss seeing your faces at church every Sunday. You bring such joy and laughter to my life. Praying you have a wonderful time this week celebrating our God who is risen from the dead. Isn't that awesome? Happy Easter. I love you, I miss you, and I hope to see you so soon. Bye.
Hey TCC Kids, really miss seeing you guys every Sunday. Hope that you're still making the best of this time, and I look forward to seeing you again soon, learning more and celebrating all that God has done for us in Jesus. Happy Easter.
Hey Two Cities Kids, we just want to tell you that we love you, we miss you. It has been a tough season, but happy Easter from the bottom of our hearts, and we can't wait to see you whenever we can.